Okay, everybody, I finally got a violin, and I'm just playing some music in the background. These aren't my speakers, they are one of my family members' speakers, but I'm pretty much the current owner of them, in case if they want them. Like, if they get broken, they don't care, So that's a good thing. If these speakers got broken, they wouldn't care. It's only $60. It was a sale at Best Buy. I'm using these for now on until I can figure out what the hell is wrong with my Philips speaker. Well, yeah, surround sound system. So, here's my violin. Sorry about the squeaky chair. It's been like that. And here's the key that goes to it. The only downside is the bloody key doesn't really do anything. So if I turn it this way, it won't even do anything. Turn it the opposite way, nothing happens. So, screw the key. I don't care about it. But let me talk about this violin. On Kijiji, I typed in wanted violin for $70. Probably about 3 days later, I get an email that said, I'd be glad to sell my violin to you for $70. And I was so happy. I was like, yay, awesome. But fearing the worst, I had no idea what it looked like. I had no idea what needed to be done to it. But the only thing the customer told me was it's an adult-sized violin. So I was like, okay. But I didn't know that it would come with a solid case, which is in good condition. It's not mint, because there's a ding right there. Some of the thread is coming out that's holding. I don't know if this is real leather or if it's just fake. It's hard, but it's kind of pulling out there. Oh, you gotta be careful that I'm gonna stop picking. Yeah, there's a piece right there. It kind of holds the leather on there. I think it's actually real. I don't know. Oh, and there's some right there. Just a few dings and parts of the case that is kind of falling apart, but that's okay. To be honest, I think this is added on. Because if you see here, this is all original, but then you can see there's an add-on piece. It's over there too. So this must have been redone by someone. But really, the owner told me that they got it for Christmas. Didn't know how much their parents paid for it. Like, this was a young lady, it wasn't an adult. Like, basically a high school student. And they said that they got for Christmas. Wanted to play the violin, but never really got around to doing it. So they gave it to another family member. They didn't want to play it, so when I put that ad up, she basically went right ahead and sold it to me for $70. What a steal. Now, what had happened was she had told me that she was trying to tune it, and one of the strings had snapped. The major bonus about this deal is that she went out and bought an entire package of new strings, which was $8, and I think it was $8.75. I can't remember. But I still have the package, so I'll check. And really, when I got the violin, all the strings were off it, and kind of kind of was a downer because really, a violin with no strings on it kind of looks a little sad. But after looking on the internet, it was easy. So, gonna undo the latches. Ooh, don't want to break the violin, so. Bitch, come on. Oh, so you're telling me that the key. Oh, never mind. I thought the key lock was working. So, there she is. When I got the violin, I didn't think it would look this nice. Like, look at this thing. The original finish is intact. Look how shiny that thing is. Yep. It's a lot better than what my piano looks like. Look at that. All scabby and dinged up. Piece down here was glued on by the previous owner. Piece chipped off. But this is perfect. Look at that. The reason why I love the violin so much is because of the way it looks. And I also like the scroll on the top. Now, I'm trying to figure out how to tune this thing properly. I've watched a lot of videos, and you're basically sitting there for probably half an hour or more trying to figure out how to tune the son of a bitch. It doesn't even sound nice. So, yeah. And I have a tuning device. So when you pluck a string, it will show a green light or red light. And if it hits the green light, that means you got the right note. If it hits a red light, that means it's either flat or sharp. So, if I were to use that tuning device right now, I would get a red light on this string. Same with this one. All of them will get a red light. And every time if you get the right note, if you just kind of twist it a little bit, you basically lose that green light. So I was really pissed off that day when I was trying to tune it. Well, yeah, that was yesterday. It's now 1 o'clock in the morning. So I was sitting here trying to tune the friggin' thing, and I got the right tune, but as I was holding onto the tuning peg, it slipped out of that hole, and I just lost the tune, and I got so frustrated with it. I was like, damn you. But anyway, just gotta be patient when tuning these things, because really, they're a pain in the ass. But once you get them tuned, they sound beautiful. I don't know what type it is. I swear to God, if this thing doesn't last in this room, I'm gonna kill myself about it. I can't really see that. It says Corelli Violin. I think that's how it is. It says Corelli Violin. But I gotta protect this thing, or else I'll ding it up just like the previous owners did to this piano. Now, this violin only has one sign of damage, and it's right there. Yeah, not pretty, but you know, I'm glad it doesn't look all scabby, and I'm glad the finish isn't flaking off just like this piano is, but that's expected. Like, I thought this thing was going to be a total wreck, but for $70, what a steal. I kind of felt bad because really, this woman could have gotten a lot more than just 70 bucks. Here's the strings. I got it right. $8.75. An entire package of new strings, and this thing has it. Now, when she bought these strings, she didn't charge me extra. She just said, no, just take the 70 bucks. Like, since she snapped the strings, or one of the strings, she wanted to do a good deed, and she promised me that all the strings were intact, but when one snapped, she didn't want to break that promise, so she went out and got new ones, which is very sweet of her. The inside of the case is nice, but there's some evidence of something flaking off. And I think that's from the chin rest. Yeah, I can see only one piece of that black finish. And I think that's the rest of it in there. I gotta vacuum all that up. Now, I don't know if that was kind of modified a bit. I don't know if someone just grabbed a paintbrush, just painted over it. I don't know if the owner of this violin, or probably, I'm not even sure if it was bought used or not. But whatever, I think someone tried to refinish the chin rest by painting it black. And they're usually black, but they're supposed to be shiny. Yeah. Anyway, it's a damn good violin. Can't beat that. I don't know what that bulge in the case is. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. It's kind of like a big bump. Oh, I'm getting sick again. How wonderful. Now, the bow. Well, the bow is in nice condition. Some hair had flaked off of it. I wonder if I could play it from over here. Yeah. I can't play this thing until I get it tuned, and if I can get it tuned, I'd be thrilled, but chances of that happening, I don't think I'll get it completely tuned. But anyway, I don't want to snap a string. These are brand new. In here, we have some other strings. The string that snapped was the very thinnest one. And I think that is the D string, or E. I think it's E, I can't remember. So yeah, but these are the ones that were on it before. So if one of these strings snap, I can use the spares. But if the E string, which I think is an E string, snaps on me, I'm gonna have to go out and buy a new one, which sucks. But yeah. And right here is a brand new package of rosin. All I have to do is rub it on the bow, and that's what allows you to play the violin a little bit better. Like, that's what allows it to give you the sound. If you didn't have any rosin on that, you'd probably get the screeching and dead cow sounds. But there it is. It just looks like a piece of glass. Really. Make martinis, not war. But yeah, there's the rosin. I've already used it, so that's why it's a little messed up there. Kind of looks like a giant caramel piece. Anyway. Well, I'm glad you guys got a chance to look at this violin. I am very happy of how well it's preserved. $70, what a steal.